Hey there, it's Al here from Gold Coast School of Guitar, and I just want to share with you in this video my 3 best tips for adult beginners to get started playing guitar. So when you're first starting out, there is lots of things to learn, all right? And in this, I want to just keep this very succinct, very short, and give you a couple of ideas to move forward quickly, all right? So tip number 1 is like your choice of guitar pick, all right? So what I recommend is a Jim Dunlop, sorry, I just dropped that, Jim Dunlop .60. It's very, very flexible. Alright, so the reason for this is when you get going with your strumming patterns, it's not going to get caught on the strings, especially when we strum up. You'll find thicker picks until you get your strumming mechanism complete and developed. It's going to get caught on that strings, and then you'll start developing a very bad little sewing habit. Alright, so we just want down and up, and these picks will flex across the strings and allow you to develop that motion correctly. All right, my tip number 2 is don't worry about scales, don't worry about boring exercises, just purely work on songs. Learn songs, that's it, okay? Now, with songs, there's always an easier way to get into it for your level, so just pick songs that you want to play, all right? And then you're going to get like a tool like Amazing Slowdowner app or something similar where you can loop parts of the song. All right, and why I recommend this is because we want to break the song down into small, manageable chunks. All right, and this is going to be like, think of your verse, think of your chorus, bridge, whatever it may be. It might be just a couple of chords to get going. It doesn't really matter, but you're going to set that up in a loop. All right, and that's just going to keep on repeat, and you're going to hear it and be able to play along with it. All right, tip number 3. This is the big one. All right, what I recommend is like when you're just getting started with your chords, like your open chords, all right, just strum them once. All right, so like every time the chord is played, you just go strum. You might go 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. It's something like that. Okay, so I can't give you a demonstration here because of copyright requirements that don't allow me to play songs, so I'm just going to set up a little drum beat and give you an example of what I mean. All right, so this is going to count in. Hopefully you can hear this. So we got the drum beat playing, and all I'm going to do is just do a very simple G, E minor, C, D. I'm going to do it over 4 beats each. So keep going, so 2, 1, okay. Alright, there's a couple of reasons why I recommend doing it like that. One, it's not going to stress you out thinking you've got to get to that next chord, right, to begin with. So you've got plenty of time to get around the chords. So it helps with getting your fingers in position, right, when we don't do a lot over here. And you could even back it off and just work on the chord changes themselves without any strumming going on, right? The other benefit is when you start just on one strum, is it gives you time to notice where you are hitting the strings. So like on strings, like on chords, sorry, the G chord and the E minor chord, that's all 6 strings, right? We want to strum all 6 strings. When we go to the C, well, that's only 5. And for the D, it's 4. But where I hear a lot of adult beginners getting started with the guitar, what they do is they strum all 6 strings all the time. Right? And of course, your ear's not developed at that stage, and that's perfectly fine, but it doesn't sound great. And of course, when you don't know what it sounds like, you've got nothing to reference it to. So if you follow, just slow the drum pattern down on the song, and just strum it. Make sure that you're hitting the correct amount of strings. Right, that will develop. And even if you can only do these 3 little things for 5 minutes a day, you're going to get there. So small bits done over a consistent bit of time will get you there. All right, so that's my 3 top tips for beginners. If you like what I said, click and subscribe below, or leave a comment below and tell me what your thoughts on how you go about playing songs. All right, I'll see you soon.